Hello, ladies, gents, and abusive pieces of garbage that treat their friends like favor dispensers. I have been bitten by this speedrunning bug. I want to do a a sub-3 speedrun. I looked at my 3-minute and 20-second run, and it's like, it's gonna be rough to improve on that, but honestly it's just an excuse to just feed this addiction that I have relapsed into. I was clean for what 6-7 years. It was, oh shit, I did the meme without even meaning to. The brain rot has taken hold of my brain. I wasn't even trying and it just comes out. Was that even, what the was it even? I wonder if that was percolation of the ridiculous brain rot 6-7 nonsense, or it was an honest guess that it has either been 6 or 7 years since I got that 3-minute 20-second speedrun of Spelunky Classic, Spelunky HD. Spelunky Classic, we don't speak about that abomination. I mean, all the disrespect in the world when I'm talking about Spelunky Classic. It's just not something that should be regarded as anything other than trash. And of course, being tongue-in-cheek, it is the precursor of this absolute masterpiece. But personally not fond of it. The controls are just too funky for me. I recognize it as an amazing accomplishment of basically the level generation, the technology developed in level generation shaped an entire genre of video gaming, and of course gave us this beautiful piece of software we call Spelunky HD and everything that came after and all the derivatives that happened after that. A truly incredible tale. No, this bomb is just garbage, and it's okay. Everything's fine, bruh. It's alright. It's just fun times that are now going to chase my anus. Already, there is zero chance of this becoming a sub-3 run, but it is also practice. You know, you have to really get into that mindset of it's a numbers game, and even if you don't succeed in improving your personal best, at least you got some good miles out of it. Means that you can maybe practice some faster all-mech. I'm pretty sure there's no way I can get away with not doing a dedicated all-mech practice session, actually getting myself a proper method of doing all-mech, bruh. Of doing all-mech and not just winging it. Maybe just hoping that I have the sticky bombs to do it, you know, do the most standard method of all-mech murder, as opposed to the incredible tech that I've seen Jamie White utilize as much as every other speedrunner, which is doing it without sticky bombs, without piling them up and dropping them. Might be worth getting that compass too. But it's like going on the all-mech, then you drop 2 very specific bombs that make it so that he goes down that much faster. Oh! I thought I was a pro, but I was a total noob. That make him drop that much faster, and then I was trying to get access to the crate. And then another 2, you basically save your bombs for the all-mech fight, so that way you can quickly get through it. I feel like I'm going to need to practice that if I want to actually get a sub-3 run, because that's getting into actual try-hard territory, not my casual ass. You know what I'm saying? Might have to spend some time in between episodes actually getting that done. The good news is that because of the wonderful modding tools that we have available, such a thing, it truly is not that big a deal. Well, there goes my point of health. It's not that big a deal to just spend 10, 15 minutes learning it, because you can just make it so that you go over and over and over to the Olmec fight. You don't have to go through the entirety of the game, so you can practice a boss fight. Oh, you manage to get an attempt every 30 minutes. That's not a thing that needs to happen with the modding tools that allow for excellent practice. What the hell was that, brother? Absolute humiliation. What even is this entire configuration of level? It was a beautiful mines. There was zero complaints about the mines, but this is just absolute ass garbage. It's like somebody spread their butt cheeks with both fists, and after eating a whole feast of Taco Bell and Chipotle, they pushed and pushed and pushed until a torrent of brown became a jungle level. And that was the experience that I had after such a gorgeous set of mines. Truly a dang old shame. But you know, it is a long road. For some reason, I have fallen into these two rabbit holes. With Spelunky, I want to get the Sub-3 run. With the Binding of Isaac, I want to get the one true ending. And that is another massive commitment. I didn't realize it would be that difficult, because, you know, I thought in my magnificence I would get nothing but winning runs and it will all be over in 5 runs. But no, because it is so easy for me to be obliterated, I need to wait until I have a god run in order to be able to get it done. You know what? You are the sufferer of my ire. Somehow he died. I don't know how that happened. I feel like this is also a thing that I cannot afford when I'm shooting for a Sub-3. It's like, if it's not perfectly in your path, you cannot afford to be doing this goofy nonsense. You gotta go fast, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Also, like, recognize when a bomb is going... come on. Recognize when a bomb is going to save you massive piles of time, you know? Feels like in this level I would have. It's going to be a big learning process that I'm going to not quite try hard, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna medium hard. I'm gonna put in some effort, maybe get some practice in between episodes, do a good old time getting this kind of process into somewhere that I can be proud of. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just throw numbers at it. By episode 77, I will get the Sub-3 run. Whoopla. Because once you try hard enough, the perfect random seed will happen to... Ow! The perfect random seed will happen to spawn right in front of you. And all you need to do is press forward. Maybe whip a couple things. And it will be over. Another habit that is very nice for my incompetent ass is to do that holding onto the ledge at the last moment type of trick. It is a bit tricky though, because it does slow you down quite a bit. I've been enjoying a lot. Oh, well, sure. I mean, sometimes you win, sometimes you get pierced in the lung by a 60-mile-an-hour arrow. It is what it is. I embrace my fate in this terrible charade. Speaking of charade, a parade of horribles. Is that what it's called? A parade of horribles? It's coming out. It is It's been a long time since I last looked forward to a book release. I'm not somebody that gets hyped. I just see something that's interesting, and if it's for sale, I will purchase it. And if it's not, it just goes out of my mind. Maybe I'll put it on a list somewhere. I'll get excited for next product, except for very few things. One of those things was, what? What's that hyper armor, brother? That hyper armor never fails to surprise. It's so great. There's very few products that I will be looking forward to sometimes. Dan Brown's conclusion of Red Rising series is one of them. The next Inglorious Bastards iteration is another. Holy crap, Mr. Lynch, get on with it! He has been struggling with depression. He had some kind of mental health episode, and he was pretty public about it. That's the only reason I know about it. Men could really use a couple more lies from Locke Lamora right about now. And, of course, Matt Dinniman's Dungeon Crawler Carl continues to be one of my favorite things of all time. I'm pretty sure that I could jump through that arrow trap. All of these are wonderful things that I recommend. If you hear from me a book recommendation and it's only the one thing that you're ever going to touch, it will be Lies of Locke Lamora. It is such a fun, great book, and also very beautiful and emotional. You know, it has all the beautiful beats, all the great beats of a great book. Big recommend. And you'll want to read the rest, which are not as good, but you know, if Lies of Locke Lamora is a 9.9, the rest of the series are 9s. And then the third one on the first trilogy, on the third one of the trilogy was like an 8. There was some serious frustrations there. Hello, sir. You appear to be holding a teleporter. I am tempted to go back to grab that compass, kind of tunnel vision to the teleporter. Didn't grab the compass like I should have, but I'm down with it. I mean, sure, right? What's the worst that can happen? We're just gonna come in here. Probably should have. I mean, it's too late now. Whew. Almost killed myself right there. It's too late now. I should have grabbed the jetpack, but we gotta use the compass. Oh, we gotta use the compass and the teleporter. Please get me out of here. Yeah, that was not cautious at all. That was not a safe teleport whatsoever. All right, it's time to be a little more careful with the teleportation. Woo! Perfectly calculated. Yeah, the problem now is that there's no way I can grab a dog. If you're somebody that has never in their life read a novel for fun, though, number one recommendation ever for somebody that's starting: Neverwhere. It is a perfect book for somebody that is starting to read fantasy. Oh. It's a standalone. It takes you through all the wonderful things of urban fantasy. Doesn't overstay its welcome. It's not a short book, but it's a fast read for sure. It's just a really good time. Number one recommendation, urban fantasy. Doesn't matter that Neil Gaiman turned out to be a total horn dog with questionable interactions with females. The piece of fiction is still fantastic. Don't look at half the most famous authors in antiquity. You're going to be disappointed by their behavior. Oh. Big proponent of separating art from the actor. Art from the actor. That is a misspoken thing that is also extremely relevant. Art from the artist, but also art from the actor, because most actors are pieces of garbage, right? Probably the percentage is a good 80% on actors being just absolutely horrendous people. It just kind of comes to the territory because to be an actor, you kind of have... It works out. He created a world burn machine that got himself screwed. What an idiot. Because to be an actor, you kind of have to have the ego for it. And also be extremely... because you're a sensitive soul. Yeah. You're kind of insecure. Why am I going for this jetpack? It's just so silly. Okay. Like, is this worth it? Probably not worth the time I just spent doing that, right? Whoopla. Cannot be stopped. Paco Spelunky. It is a slippery weasel. The black market. You just cannot lay hands on this man. Greased up hog is what he is. This is a nightmare, though. What an absolutely awful... What? Okay. Probably should have just gone through the regular exit, because black market full of angry shopkeepers, probably not the easiest thing to get through. Yep. And yet I did it. Oh, what a pro. I mean, in truth, the black market is super nice to get through. Oh, come on. Not getting even to the ice caves, brother. I do feel, though, I am flying too close to the sun with this one. In the sense that I am trying to go too greedy too fast. If you find a compass in your path, just grab the compass, use the compass. Don't try to use, oh, here's my jetpack, my teleporter, and I'm trying to make it all happen at once. It's like, that's not gonna work out. And that probably was a shopkeeper kill, because having the extra bombs is going to help me tremendously. It's all right. It just got sped up into Nacho's shop. Thank you, Nacho, for not laughing as I skidded with my nose through your beautifully tiled floor that you have mopped so hard, all the blood, after you murdered the last spelunker. Listen, this is a marathon. You're not going to laugh at my horrendous repeated lapse of judgment. You're going to just sit down, perhaps with a nice homemade burrito. You're going to chuckle at all of my deaths and gear up for the 27 episodes of me dying constantly until I get a speed run that is under 4 minutes. And then I'm like, only 1 minute to shave off now. What you got there? Just guns. Not interested in the guns. Just want your items. You foolish buffoon. Neverwhere also, it was adapted for TV. It was adapted for a graphic novel. The graphic novel was pretty decent. A lot of changes, both the TV and the graphic novel. They have a few too many changes for me to say, yeah, this was great. It was like, yeah, that was decent. The book is where it's at. Well, there goes my dog. There goes my beautiful dog. Wow. A beautiful dog. After he busted down that Muslim's door. How do I grab this? Doing that? Just Pretty good. Kind of spent a little too much time trying to consider how do I grab these bombs, but after I grabbed it, it was pretty good. Oh man, that should have been death. I should have teleported straight into the tree and it would have been over. Or maybe I was high enough for the teleportation to happen a little higher up. This is not a good path. It's alright. Don't. Whoa, you son of a bitch! Man, I thought that I didn't realize this man could turn around so quickly. That was busted. It was OP, the way that he turned around. That one hurt a little bit because it was a pretty damn great series of teleportations followed by a final one that was not so great. Actually, I was under the man, and instead of simply teleporting down or forward, I was like, oh, I need to get around this boomerang man. Let me be really smart and wait for him to turn his back. Why didn't I simply teleport out of that situation? Sometimes, man, you cannot tunnel vision on a solution that works. I don't care about this. My man, what is happening with this hyper armor? Why are they getting hyper armored instead of getting stomped? Is it because maybe the bomb caused some damage before I was able to stomp him? Or it's just Spelunky taking the piss? Whoop! Is Spelunky zipping down, whipping it out, and regaling me with a golden shower? Works out. Hey, that was my guy. Yep. Well, we broke even because of the stupid spider, but it was a decent plan. I am proud of that entire interaction. It wasn't an elite, monumental manipulation of the level. It was pretty good, though. Yep. Too bad about this jungle level. Like, going through that level normally would have taken 3 hours. But even though I made such enormous shortcuts, it still was a really slow level. This is a pretty rough descent into madness over here. Oh, baby. God, my bandwidth was fully overwhelmed by the level of threats thrown on my head. Man, best 1-1 ever conceived. Has there ever been a faster 1-1? Hard to make one shorter than that. Took a small detour to check out that man's shop. I was avoiding the arrow. Unfortunately, did not avoid the broken ankle. Now I'm going to be hobbling all the way down to 2-4, where I will die in a very ignominious way. It will be extremely humiliating. No, don't do it. There is no reason why that arrow should have missed me. Should have gone straight through my neck, torn apart my carotid artery. Is that carotid? Is it carotid? Carotid? Pretty sure it's in English is carotid artery, the one that goes into your neck. Anyway, I know these words sometimes, but I only know them on text. I don't know them as they should be pronounced, and I am too freaking lazy to figure it out. Oh yeah, another good one. Feels bad not to get through the jungle, but honestly, pretty good pretty good progress through these levels, you know? It's bad in overall performance, but the navigation of these mines and the jungle have been pretty damn great. It's like you get through it, manipulate the level in ways, in ways that you do not expect. Do some serious cool tricks. Especially the shopkeeper weave around them has been some serious work that should be commended. And I do expect everybody to become undone in compliments in the comments. I'm trying to figure out ways to get through this that don't involve getting annoyed by all these damn dangers. To the jungle. All right, fine. Maybe I just need to slow down a little bit. I was going to start bombing down, but I don't think that was the way. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't. I would have not saved myself anytime. And in fact, perhaps that is one of the best ways I have to improve my jungle performance. Because so often, the exit is not... the exit is not where I expect it to be. Oh, come on, man. It was the message. It was not my incompetence. It was the shopkeeper message. There's a way to turn that off. In fact, go to the options. I know that Spelunky 2 gives the option to lower the opacity of that. I don't know if Spelunky HD... No, it doesn't. It's not here. Graphics. Apply setting, HD, dynamic shadows. I don't think the option exists. Maybe there's a mod to get rid of it. In fact, I vaguely remember somebody telling me in the comments that, hey, there's a mod to remove the messages or maybe give them 50% opacity. It really helps. It would help a lot. Okay. Because I get screwed more often than you would think by messages obscuring the action, you know? It's not me giving you excuses. I mean, I've committed so hard to rescuing this dog, I must do it now. I want not a single word about this entire sequence of events. Must never be mentioned by anybody ever in the history that is to come, okay? The idiotic rescue of the dog followed by the pointed damage by the simplest enemy in the entirety of the game shall not be a source of shame going forward. It will not be mentioned at all by any of you. Go this way, even though, holy crap, bro. Dang, overpowered monsters. Why you have to be like this, you disgusting simians? You gross garbage creatures. What even is this level, man? That was just atrocious. I'm kind of sticking with this level out of principle now. Obviously, it's garbage, right? You're just absolute garbage. But I gotta see it through now. Get one of those well-fought victories that make no progress whatsoever. But damn it, I worked hard at it. Yep. Something very elegant about that entire sequence of events. I'm going to pat my back wherever I can. All right, buddy. Got myself some ice caves action. Finally came to this terrible place without a compass, though, is going to be pretty obnoxious. Welp! All right. If it works out, if it keeps working out this way, without the compass, sometimes it's a literal coin flip chance that you're going to go down the correct path. Just kind of try to stick to the middle. Let's see if you luck out. Is that it? Nope. This is it. Might as well take the extra point of health. That's a terrible Ice Caves level, but you know, better than jumping into the abyss. I'll take it. Whoop. Oh, well, not much I can do here. So I guess I'll grab these ropes. What have you done? Derek! What have you done? Determined. Derek is determined for this run to go nowhere. What a piece of scum you are, Mr. You. To do this to me. 30-second Ice Caves level with no path forward. Trying to stop me any way that he can. Just resorting to the most obnoxious cheats. Wah. Without angry shopkeepers, though, hopefully at least we can make it to freaking Olmec. And if I make it there, I will do my best to try and use bombs to lower his ass to the bottom faster instead of doing a standard kill. I only have one rope, don't I? No, I grabbed a pile. Oh. What the